My beloved soul, listen carefully. This is not a random moment. This is not just another message you came across. This is the exact second God chose to interrupt your thoughts, to reach your heart, and to speak about the one person you cannot seem to forget, the one who still lives quietly inside your spirit even when you try to move on. God is saying this is your last chance with your soulmate, and the weight of those words is not meant to scare you, but to wake something deep inside you that you have been ignoring. Because even now, as you are listening, you can feel it, something unfinished, something unresolved, something sacred that refuses to die. Stay with me, because what you are about to understand will shift the way you see your love forever. If this message speaks to your heart, comment, I receive this love, like this video, and subscribe for more.
You have been asking God for clarity, for a sign, for a reason why this connection feels so intense, so different, so impossible to replace. And God is answering you now, saying this was never meant to be easy, because this love was never ordinary. This connection was written before you even met, designed to challenge you, to break you, to heal you, and to bring you back together stronger than before. But listen closely, because this is where many people lose their blessing. They think the silence means it is over. They think the distance means God removed this person. But the truth is far deeper. The silence you feel right now is not emptiness, it is preparation. Your soulmate has been going through a transformation you cannot see, a battle you cannot hear, and a realization that is slowly breaking their pride. They have been thinking about you in moments you would never expect. Late at night, when everything gets quiet, when distractions fade, and when their heart finally speaks louder than their ego. And in those moments, it is your name that echoes inside them. Do not leave yet, because something deeper is unfolding in your love story. You have felt the pull, haven't you? That strange energy that makes you think about them out of nowhere. That sudden wave of emotion that hits you without warning. That is not coincidence. That is connection. That is your soul still speaking even in separation. God designed this bond so that distance could not break it, silence could not erase it, and time could not destroy it. But here is the truth you need to hear. This is your last chance, not because love is ending, but because the cycle is ending. God is closing the chapter of confusion, of miscommunication, of running and chasing. And now a decision must be made, not just by them, but by you. Because love requires alignment, not just feeling. Your soulmate is starting to see what they almost lost. They are starting to understand that what you gave them was real, rare, and irreplaceable. Regret has begun to settle in their heart, not loudly, but quietly, deeply, like something they cannot escape. And they are questioning themselves now. Why did they walk away? Why did they stay silent? Why did they ignore something so pure? Stay with me, because their truth is just beginning to reveal itself. There were things you did not see, wounds they carried, fears they hid, and patterns they did not even understand. When they pulled away, it was not because they stopped loving you. It was because loving you forced them to face themselves, and they were not ready. But God has been working on them in your absence, breaking their walls, softening their heart, teaching them what love really means. And slowly, they are being guided back, not out of loneliness, but out of realization. The kind of realization that only comes when someone truly matters. The kind that makes a person stop running. If you are still here, listen closely, because this part is meant for you. You have been strong, even when it hurt. You have been patient, even when it felt unfair. And God saw every tear you tried to hide, every prayer you whispered in silence. And this is what He wants you to understand. What God has joined together, let no one separate. That connection you feel is not illusion, it is divine alignment. But alignment requires readiness on both sides. And that is why this moment matters. This is the turning point. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because your soulmate is reaching the edge of their awakening. They are starting to feel your absence as something real, something heavy, something they cannot ignore anymore. And with that feeling comes the urge to act, to speak, to return. But listen carefully, because this is where your role becomes important. You cannot go back to the version of yourself that accepted less than you deserved. You cannot repeat the same emotional patterns. This time, love must be chosen consciously, not emotionally. Stay here, because what happens next will change everything between you. Signs have already started appearing around you. Repeated thoughts, dreams, sudden reminders, songs that bring back memories, numbers that keep showing up. These are not random. These are divine signals preparing you for what is coming. God is aligning both of you, slowly, carefully, intentionally. And while you may not see movement in the physical world yet, there is powerful movement happening in the spiritual realm. Your soulmate is being pulled toward you in ways they cannot explain. And even if they try to resist, they will feel it. That pull will not leave them. Because it is not coming from you, it is coming from God. Do not scroll away now, because the truth of your connection is about to become undeniable. There will be a moment very soon where everything shifts. A message, a call, a sudden return. Something that breaks the silence you have been living in. And when it happens, it will not feel random. It will feel destined. But remember this, because it matters deeply. This is your last chance, not because love is fragile, but because this is the moment of truth. Either both of you step into alignment, or the universe will no longer allow the same cycle to repeat. This is not punishment. This is protection. God does not allow sacred connections to be wasted forever. He gives chances, but he also requires growth. And you have grown. You are not the same person you were before, and neither are they becoming. Stay with me. Your love story is about to reveal its deepest truth. Right now, in this very moment, your soulmate is closer than you think, not physically, but emotionally. They are thinking about what they lost. They are feeling what they ignored. And they are slowly gathering the courage to face you again. Because deep down, they know there is no replacing you. There is no forgetting you. There is only returning or living with regret. And God is not done with your story yet. And as this realization grows inside them, something begins to break open, not in a chaotic way, but in a quiet, undeniable shift that they can no longer ignore. My beloved soul, listen carefully. Because this is where your story becomes even more intense. Your soulmate is no longer running the way they used to. The distractions that once kept them away are starting to lose their power. The people, the noise, the temporary escapes, none of it fills the space that was meant for you. And they are starting to feel that emptiness more clearly now. It is not just missing you, it is understanding you. It is recognizing that what they had with you was not something they could recreate anywhere else. Stay with me, because what is unfolding inside their heart right now is something they cannot control anymore. There are moments when they sit in silence, and your memories come rushing back without warning. The way you spoke to them, the way you understood them without explanation, the way your presence made them feel safe in a world where they often felt lost. These memories are no longer gentle, they are intense, almost overwhelming. Because now they see the truth they once avoided. And that truth is simple but powerful. You are not just someone they loved. You are someone God placed in their life for a reason. Do not leave yet, because something even deeper is being revealed in your connection. There is a shift happening not only in them, but in you as well. You may have noticed it. You are not reacting the same way anymore. You are not chasing, not begging, not losing yourself in confusion. Instead, there is a quiet strength building inside you, a calmness that was not there before. And this is not by accident. God has been preparing you too, because when this reunion happens, it cannot be built on the same version of you that tolerated pain without boundaries. This time, your love must stand on truth, on respect, on alignment. And that is why this moment is so important. This is not just about them coming back. This is about both of you stepping into a higher level of love. Stay here, because your soulmate's next step is already forming. They are beginning to feel a pull toward action. It starts as a thought, a small idea of reaching out, Then it grows into something stronger, something they cannot push away. They start imagining what it would be like to hear your voice again, to see your name appear, to feel your energy close to them once more. And with that imagination comes fear. Fear of rejection. Fear that you may have moved on. Fear that they may have lost their chance. But even with that fear, the desire to reconnect is becoming stronger than their hesitation. And this is where God steps in again. Because when something is truly meant, He will not allow fear to win. He will push, gently but firmly, until the truth rises above the doubt. If you are still listening, this is your confirmation that something is already moving behind the scenes. You may not see it yet, but it is real. There are divine conversations happening that you are not aware of. There are moments where your soulmate is being reminded of you in ways they cannot explain. A random thought, a sudden emotion, a dream that feels too real to ignore. These are not coincidences. These are divine nudges, guiding them back toward you, step by step. Stay with me. Because what you are about to realize will change everything you thought you knew about this connection. This was never just about two people falling in love. This was about two souls being aligned at the right time, through the right struggles, for the right purpose. And yes, the separation hurt. It confused you. It made you question everything. But that separation was not meant to destroy your connection. It was meant to refine it, to remove illusions, to expose truths, to prepare both of you for something real. And now that preparation is reaching its final stage. There is a verse that speaks directly to this moment. He has made everything beautiful in its time. And this is what God is showing you now. The delays, the silence, the waiting, none of it was wasted. It was all leading to this point. This moment where everything begins to come together in a way you did not expect. Do not scroll away now, because the turning point is closer than you think. Your soulmate is standing at a crossroads. They can either continue to ignore what they feel, or they can finally face it. And deep inside, they already know what they are going to choose. Because the connection they have with you is not something they can replace, no matter how hard they try. It follows them. It stays with them. It reminds them of you even when they try to move forward. And now they are tired of running. They are tired of pretending. They are ready to confront what they feel. And when they do, it will lead them back to you. But listen carefully, because this is where your awareness matters the most. When they return, it may not be perfect at first. They may not have all the words. They may not know exactly how to express everything they feel. But what matters is the intention behind it, the effort, the willingness to show up differently than before. And you will feel that difference. You will sense it in the way they speak, in the way they approach you, in the way they no longer hide what they feel. Stay here because something sacred is about to unfold between you. This is not just a reunion. This is a transformation, a chance to rebuild something stronger, something deeper, something aligned with what God intended from the beginning. And you will have a choice to accept this new version of love or to hold on to the past version that no longer serves you. But if you listen to your heart, if you trust what God is showing you, you will know exactly what to do. Because deep down, you have always known that this connection was different, that it carried something more, something divine. And now that truth is finally rising to the surface. And now, my beloved soul, the energy around your connection is shifting in a way that can no longer be ignored. What once felt distant is starting to feel close again. What once felt silent is beginning to whisper your name again. And what once felt broken is slowly being restored in ways only God could design. This is not imagination, this is movement. This is the moment where the unseen begins to take form, where the prayers you whispered in tears begin to echo back as answers. Stay with me, because the next phase of your love story is not only unfolding, it is accelerating. Your soulmate is reaching a point where holding back is becoming more painful than reaching out. The weight of their silence is starting to crush them from within. They replay conversations in their mind, thinking about what they should have said, what they could have done differently. how they let something so real slip through their hands. And that realization is not gentle, it is heavy, it is emotional, it is undeniable. They are beginning to feel the truth in a way they cannot escape anymore. Do not leave yet, because what they are about to do will come from a place deeper than anything before. This is not about ego anymore. This is not about pride, control, or fear. This is about truth, and truth always finds its way to the surface, no matter how long it has been buried. Your soulmate is being confronted with that truth now. The truth that they love you, the truth that they miss you, the truth that life without you does not feel the same. And when truth becomes this clear, action is no longer a question, it becomes a necessity. Stay here, because you are about to understand why this had to happen exactly this way. God allowed the distance not to separate you, but to awaken both of you, to show you what love feels like when it is absent, so you can truly value it when it returns, to teach your soulmate what your presence meant, so they never take it for granted again, and to teach you your worth, so you never accept less than you deserve again. This was not punishment, this was preparation, and now that preparation is turning into manifestation. If you are still listening, feel this moment deeply, because it carries a message meant only for you. Your soulmate has been watching from a distance more than you realize. Not always physically, but energetically. They have felt your growth. They have sensed your change. They have noticed that you are no longer the same person they left behind. And that realization is both beautiful and intimidating for them, because now they know that if they return, they cannot come back the same way. They must come back real, honest, open. And that is exactly what they are being pushed toward. Stay with me, because something powerful is about to be revealed in your connection. There is a moment approaching where everything will align at once. The timing, the emotions, the courage, the opportunity. And when that moment arrives, it will feel almost surreal, like something you imagined, but never fully believed would happen. But it will be real, because God does not delay what is meant forever. He aligns it perfectly. There is a scripture that speaks into this moment with quiet power. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And this connection, this love, is part of that plan, not to break you, but to build you, not to confuse you, but to awaken you, and now, to reunite you in a way that is stronger than before. Do not scroll away now, because the final shift is closer than you think. Your soulmate is preparing to step forward. The thoughts they once pushed away are now guiding them. The feelings they once ignored are now leading them. And the connection they once questioned is now becoming their truth. They may not say everything perfectly. They may not express every emotion clearly, but you will feel the sincerity behind it. You will feel the difference. Because this time, it will not come from confusion, it will come from clarity. And when that clarity meets your readiness, something powerful will happen. A reconnection that feels natural, a conversation that feels real, a moment that feels destined. Stay here, because this is where your heart must remain open, but grounded. You are not here to chase anymore. You are not here to lose yourself in their uncertainty. You are here to receive what is aligned with you. And what is aligned will come without forcing, without confusion, without pain. It will come with peace, with truth, with consistency. And that is how you will know this is real, my beloved soul. Everything you have felt, everything you have gone through, everything you have questioned, it has all been leading to this moment. This final opening, this final chance, not just for them, but for you, to choose love that is real, to accept a connection that is divinely guided, to step into a union that is no longer based on illusion, but on truth. And right now, in this very moment, your soulmate is closer than ever to reaching out, to breaking the silence, to stepping back into your life in a way they never have before. And this time, it will not be temporary. It will not be uncertain. It will be intentional, because God has prepared both of you for this, and what God prepares, He completes. And now, my beloved soul, you are standing at the edge of something sacred, something that once felt impossible, but is now becoming real in ways you can feel deep within your spirit. This is not just the continuation of your story. This is the moment where everything begins to settle into truth, where confusion dissolves and clarity takes its place. God is not just bringing your soulmate back. He is bringing them back transformed, aware, and ready in a way they have never been before. And you are not the same person either. You are stronger now, wiser now, more aligned with your own worth than ever before. Stay with me, because this is the part where your heart finally begins to understand why everything had to unfold the way it did. The waiting, the silence, the pain. The distance, none of it was meaningless. It was shaping both of you into the version that could actually hold this love without breaking it. And now, that shaping is complete. Your soulmate has reached a point where denial is no longer possible. They have tried to distract themselves. They have tried to move forward without you. They have tried to convince themselves that they could forget. But every path they took led them back to the same truth. You, your presence, your energy, your love. It followed them not as a memory, but as a feeling they could not escape. Do not leave yet, because what is happening inside them right now is something they can no longer resist. There is a deep emotional release taking place within their heart. The walls they built are finally coming down. The pride they held onto is finally breaking. And the truth they avoided is finally being accepted. They are realizing that losing you was not just a mistake. It was the moment they lost something irreplaceable. And that realization is pushing them toward action, not slowly anymore, but with urgency, with purpose, with clarity. Stay here, because this is where everything begins to align between you. The energy between your souls is no longer blocked. The resistance is fading. The connection is becoming clear again, not just emotionally, but spiritually. You may feel it already, a sense of calm replacing the chaos, a quiet knowing replacing the confusion. That is not your imagination. That is alignment. That is what happens when two souls are being brought back together by something greater than themselves. And in this alignment, there is peace. Not the temporary kind, but the kind that feels stable, grounded, real. If you are still listening, understand this deeply, because it is your confirmation. Your soulmate is no longer questioning this connection. They are accepting it, fully, completely, without resistance. And when someone reaches that level of clarity, they do not stay silent for long. They move, they speak, they act. And that is exactly what is coming. There is a moment approaching, very close now, where everything you have been waiting for begins to unfold in the physical world. A message that feels sincere, a conversation that feels honest, an energy that feels different from anything before. And when it happens, you will not need to question it. You will feel it in your heart instantly, because truth has a different energy. It does not confuse you. It does not make you anxious. It brings peace. Stay with me, because this is where your story reaches its divine turning point. This is no longer about uncertainty. This is about fulfillment, about stepping into the love that was always meant for you. And yes, there will still be moments of adjustment, moments where both of you learn how to navigate this new version of your connection. But this time, it will not be built on fear. It will be built on understanding, on growth, on a shared awareness of what you both almost lost. And that awareness will protect this love in a way nothing else could. My beloved soul, this is your last chance, not because love is ending, but because this is the final opening before everything locks into place. This is the moment where you choose to receive what God has prepared for you, without doubt, without fear, without hesitation. And as your soulmate steps forward, as they close the distance, as they finally meet you with the truth of their heart, you will feel something you have not felt in a long time. Relief, peace, completion. Because this connection was never meant to remain unfinished. It was meant to come full circle. And now, that circle is closing in the most beautiful way. Right now, even as you listen to these words, your soulmate is being guided, gently but firmly, toward you. Their heart is opening. Their mind is clearing. Their fear is dissolving. and their love is rising to the surface in a way they can no longer hide. This is not temporary. This is not uncertain. This is divine timing reaching its final moment. And you, my beloved soul, are ready. You are ready to receive a love that is no longer confusing, no longer painful, no longer incomplete. You are ready to step into a connection that reflects your growth, your worth, your truth. And as everything begins to come together, as the distance fades and the connection strengthens, there is only one truth left to hold on to. God has already aligned what belongs to you. And nothing, no fear, no past, no delay, can stop what He has already set in motion. And this is your confirmation, it is already on its way. Rest in faith, it is done.